Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Woo! Here we are again, baby. I told y'all. I told y'all later tonight, 10 or 11, episode 18, and here we are. Now, as we keep doing these, because we're going to talk about something, we're going to talk about stuff, guys, that's obvious. That's obvious we're going to talk about stuff. But at any point in the stream, if y'all hear me stuttering, if y'all hear me stuttering, if y'all hear me tripping over my words, I have a speech impediment. That's why that's there. Anyways, so let's get to it. What are we going to talk about this time, baby? What are we going to talk about this time? What are we going to talk about this time? Well, I've talked about I've talked about pro wrestling for a couple streams now. And I really, I could get back to it. I've been doing research for the boxing stream. So, well, not research. I've just been like, my lips kind of busted right now. It's okay. I can't stop biting it. But that, but that's okay. So, yeah, I've been watching a lot of good fights with Ali, Tyson, Frazier, Liston, all those guys, all great fighters. Tyson. I've been watching a lot of good fights. Y'all gonna really enjoy the boxing stream. Y'all are really going to enjoy that. Now, what I thought we could talk about, baby, what I thought we could talk about is Superman comic books. Let's talk about some comic books, baby. Let's go into the Man of Steel just for a little bit, shall we? Let's go into the Man of Steel. Because, honestly, Clark Kent, Superman, is one of my favorite superheroes of all time. People find him boring, but that's just because he's misunderstood. And I hate I don't hate, but I dislike the evil Superman trope. Like, okay, Homelander and, okay, so Homelander, crap, I can't, my mind's blanking here for some reason. Okay, got it. Homelander and Omni-Man are good depictions of the Superman turned evil trope, especially Omni-Man. I love Omni-Man, especially him being voiced by J.K. Simmons. Like, Omni-Man is freaking good, freaking goated. So I'm basically talking about Homelander, Omni-Man, and Superman. Basically how they are versions of the Men of Steel. They are versions of the Men of Steel done good. But really, if y'all look back at the comics, of which I've read a crap ton, mind you, I've read a crap ton of comic books. Okay, guys. Okay. No. No. Just give me a second here, guys. Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. I had to block someone right quick. Anyways, so let me get back to it. Omni-Man and Homelander are good depictions of an evil Superman. Now, the Man of Steel is a very interesting and fascinating he's an interesting guy, right? Because okay, who is Superman really? Clark Kent. Now, the question is Clark Kent Superman or is Superman Clark Kent? It's like, is Superman the disguise or is Clark Kent? Now, I believe that, okay, so basically, what I'm trying to say here, guys, is he has all these powers, right? He's a literal god among men. And if he truly wanted to, he could wipe it out in a instant. But thanks to Ma and Pa Kent, he was raised in Kansas. He was raised in Smallville. He's just a good, strong country boy done right. Ah, the red sun, the red sun. Oh, God. You know what, guys? Just give me a second. I gotta fix my chair. Hang on, guys. I gotta fix my chair again. So just give me a so just give me a second. Just give me a second, guys. I gotta fix my chair. I gotta fix my chair, guys. Just give me a sec. Just give me a sec, guys. Gotta fix the chair. Sorry about that, guys. Had to fix the chair. Okay, so back to it. Back to the Man of Steel. So, Superman is basically this... He's almost like... Actually, no, he is a god among men, like I said earlier. And truly, I mean, he has all the power in the world, and yet he chooses to help people because he was raised right. He was raised with a kind heart by Ma and Pa Kent. Now, people don't understand him, though. People misunderstand Superman all the time. They find him boring because they don't understand him. They think he has all these powers. Well, why doesn't he fix everything? Well, for one, there's just one of them, and you can't save everybody. And two, it's not the powers that make him interesting, at least not to me. It's the fact that his humanity shines through always. Like, I'll give you a perfect example, right? Okay, so how many depictions of Superman has there been? Okay, how many depictions of Superman has there been? Okay, guys, I cannot get my words out right. Dang it. Okay, how many depictions of the Man of Steel have there been on the big screen? So, the main two I know are Christopher Reeve and Henry Cavill. Now, those two examples are just on the big screen, mind you. I'm not talking TV shows, I'm talking movies. Now, to me, Christopher Reeve is Superman. He is the Man of Steel. He is the best depiction of Superman you will ever see, in my opinion. I love those movies. I love them to death. Not the fourth one, the first three. Because, I mean, okay, and another thing is, okay, guys, so when we go into Clark Kent or Superman's origin, like, Smallville is another great example of it. In fact, Christopher Reeve handpicked Tom Welling to be his successor for Superman. So do with that what you will. Now, there's been another depiction of the Man of Steel that I've absolutely loved, and that is the Superman and Lois TV series of Clark Kent. So, the scene starts out beautifully with him crash landing on Earth, them taking him in, and all that. So, like, and then he saves a kid hit from a incoming car. And it is exactly like Action Comics #1. He was Superman holding up that green car. And it's so well done, guys. It is so well done. And he's and Superman picks up his boy's hat saying, "Here you go, friend." And then the kid, he responds, "Thanks, mister. Cool costume." Superman then replies, "Thanks. My mom made it for me." That, that right there, that right there is Superman. That right there, those few words, "Thanks. My mom made it for me." He's referring to his costume. Like, that right there is Superman. That right there is the Man of Steel. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's so well done. And season 4, I think, is coming later this year. And I'm stupidly excited for it. I am so psyched. So, yeah, in my opinion, I feel Superman is misunderstood. He's not. He's not well. I mean, he's liked, but people just misunderstand him. Like, they don't get that Clark Kent is all. I'm not sure how to word this, guys, because Clark Kent is Superman, but Clark Kent is also human. Even though he's not biologically human, he is still human. He is still the best of us. Like, here. I don't mean to get all religious on y'all, but Superman was written as like a Moses figure. He was written as a reference to Moses in the Bible. Now, I I don't know that for a fact. That's just speculation on my part, but I do think it is true. And I'll I will tell y'all in the next stream more about it. So yeah, stay tuned for that, I guess. Anyways, so yeah, I did a stream earlier today, basically summing up the points from last night's stream. If y'all don't know what I mean, just go watch that stream and it'll be good. Either way, also, guys, I said this at the start of the stream, but I'll say it again here. If at any point y'all have heard me stuttering and tripping over my words, at any point in the stream so far or in the future, I've got a speech impediment. That's why you will hear me stuttering all the time, just like you did there. Anyways, so yeah, I've got a lot of plans here, guys. Let me fix the lighting. There we go. I've got a lot of plans here for the future and all that. I'm continuing to work on my projects and my writing and all that. Like these songs of Avaloria, of which, keep in mind, guys, Avaloria is my mythology, is my attempt at doing what J.R.R. Tolkien did here with The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, and the Silmarillion in general. You see, because Tolkien created Middle-earth to give England its mythology back, and he did way more than just that. Now, I personally like all this stuff, man. Like, I find it genuinely interesting and all that. So, yeah, guys, more songs of Avaloria are coming. Like, that's good. Hey, the writing is going well. I got the White Knight done. All I gotta do is lay out hit the panels of that and find an artist to work with and all that, so that's fine. Also, guys, going back to Superman just for a second. In Smallville, I like the actor who portrayed Jonathan Kent. That's a good actor in my opinion. Like, that is a phenomenal actor. I hate my lip, dude. It's like skinned up and all that. That's fine. Gotta stop biting it. That's okay though. That's okay. That's okay. But yeah, guys. So the songs of Avaloria are coming soon. I still gotta work on those. Like, okay, Avaloria is my attempt. Avaloria is my attempt at creating more like mythology and all that. Because, okay, guys, first of all, where did this all begin? Where did the world of Avaloria come from in my mind? Well, I love DreamWorks as a studio of making movies and animation. I love the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. I love and adore all three films. The story of the stories within those films, with Hiccup, Toothless, Astrid, and all that cast, is just fascinating to me. But yeah, all of that stuff is just super interesting and super engaging. So what I did, right? What I did was I took the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy, and I basically am using it as a blueprint for my trilogy. God, I hate the speech impediment. I hate it. I'm using that trilogy, the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy, as a blueprint for my for the Dragon King trilogy. So that's good. Yeah, I'm just so this world I'm creating is a full-on mythology, like Greek and Norse and all that. Hey, the main creatures in this world are dragons, or at least they were. And because they were all wiped out by one man, who would come to be known as the Dragon King, the Slayer of Dragons. Now, if y'all have listened to the songs of Avaloria this far, if y'all have listened to those 6 songs, if y'all have listened to the 6 songs of Avaloria that I have up currently on the channel, read the description of those songs, guys. Each song, I reveal a little bit about the world. Like in the 3rd song of Avaloria, titled Drela, I say this is the song of the last dragon. Because Drela is the last dragon. Now, in the 6th song of Avaloria, titled Eldoria, the description goes as followed. This is a song about the city of elves and dragons. In Eldoria, a city and small portion of the broader world of Avaloria, this is the home of elves and dragons. At least it was. The elves are still alive. And guys, these are Middle-earth Tolkien-esque elves, by the way. So the elves are alive, but the dragons are gone. Thanks to one madman, and he would come to be known as the Dragon King because he kills all of them. Drayla's the only one left, because she has the because Drayla has the unique ability to turn into human as well. A dragon-human hybrid, if you would. Like, I find that very, very interesting, and I explain that not in such detail, but I explain that fairly well, I'd imagine. I mean, I'd have to go through my files and all that, but I do think I would explain that very, very well. But yeah, and that's how she's escaped. That's how she's, like, lived. And because she lives amongst normal folk. She she lives amongst humans in a way. And she is friends with a lot of the elves in Eldoria. Because Eldoria, it was once a beautiful and lustrous land where elves and dragons worked in harmony. Now, I would like to think that the dragons were not the elves' pets, not the elves' pets, but like it had that type of relationship. I like to imagine. But yeah, so the the introduction to this world, to the world of Avaloria, is the Dragon King, is that story, is the story of Aiden and Drayla. Because Aiden is the Dragon King's son. He's the Dragon Prince, if you would. Now, he's the Dragon Prince. However, yeah. So even though okay, basically he's not the Dragon Prince. He's the son of the Dragon King, of which I guess would make him the Dragon Prince. I don't know. I need to think about that a whole lot more. Hey, but the bottom line is Drayla Drayla is out and about one day when he spots her and immediately falls in love with her. This is their story. This is the story of Aiden, the Dragon King's son, and Drayla, the last dragon in all of Avaloria. It's super, super fascinating, and it's going to happen in 3 books, in 3 volumes. So, let me put this out right quick. Let me get this out there just right quick. Let me tell y'all a bit, just real quick. So, I will be releasing 2 one-shots next year. One chapter, 20 pages, 4 to 6 panels per page. Hit the White Knight and Ogre's 8 coming out next year. Now with the Dragon King, it'll be 3 books, 3 volumes. With, okay, so let's say the first book, right? It'll be 4 chapters, 10 pages, 4 to 6 panels per page. Now, it'll be that way for each book. So, volume 1, 4 chapters, 10 pages per chapter. Hang on, let me start over. So, the Dragon King, it'll have 3 books, 4 chapters per book, 10 pages per chapter, 4 to 6 panels per page. So, there's that. So, volume 1, it'll have 4 chapters, 10 pages per page. Or no, 10 pages per chapter. And 4 to 6 panels per page. So, that's, I believe, yeah, that's 3 books. That's 3 books, 4 chapters, 10 pages per chapter, 46 panels per page. So I believe, I could be wrong about this, guys, because I suck at math. I really do. And I hate it. I hate the fact I'm terrible at math. I think that's 12 chapters in total. So I could be wrong about that, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Either way, the Dragon King is coming, guys. I'm working on it, and I've got plenty of fairy tales. I got a lot more than just the Dragon King done. Hey, but the main focus currently is those 3 books. Here to get that out, and then to just dive into this world, this mythology, these short stories, these fairy tales. Now, as I was thinking about this, and I just thought about this like maybe a few days ago, like I can tell like Grimm Brother esque type fairy tales with Avaloria. I can do that because, guys, I love mythology. I love old stories. I love fairy tales. Now, one of my favorite 8 collections of fairy tales is the Brothers Grimm with Rapunzel, the Frog King, or Iron Henry. I mean, okay, the Grimm brothers have covered a lot of the classic Disney movies, right? And because a lot of those Disney classics we all love, Little, Little, Little Mermaid, Sleeping Beauty, um, Be- Beauty and the Beast, Pinocchio, etc., all come, well, mostly all come from fairy tales written so long ago. Like the original author of Sleeping Beauty, right? The original author of Sleeping Beauty was Jean-Baptiste Hibicil. Now I know I butchered that name to crap. I know I said his name wrong. That's because I'm not that good, man. I'm not that good at speaking yet. I'm not that good, especially here with the speech impediment. But that's okay. So, Basile wrote these. He wrote his collection of fairy tales in the 1600s. So the original Sleeping Beauty, it was written by Jean-Baptiste Basile in the 1600s, and the, the original title of it was Sun, Moon, and Talia. Sun, Moon, and Talia, of which I need to get it. I need to get that collection, and I need to read it because I love old stories. I love fairy tale collections, and I need to get Aesop's tales, of which were the very first fairy tales ever published. Aesop's fairy tales, so good, so good. Anyways, guys, back to Avaloria. Back to my mythology, back to my broader world I'm creating here. So, I realized I could tell stories, I could tell fairy tales with these stories. I could tell fairy tales in the world of Avaloria, like the story of Sir Gareth, the Silver Knight. That's gonna be a fun story, but that is a short story. That's like 4 to 5 pages. Same here with the Dragon's Curse. That is now the Dragon's Curse is a 3 page story, mind you. It's only 3 pages, but it is the fifth song. It is the fifth song of Avaloria. And it did not need to go that hard. It did not need to go that hard for a 3 page story, but it did. And I'm so glad it did because it gives his story all the more impact, even though it's just a simple throwaway story. But that's enough about the Dragon King. that's enough about the world of Avaloria, at least for now. Because guys, I need to tell y'all and talk to y'all about the White Knight and Ogre's 8, hitherto one shots I'll be releasing next year. So I'm wanting to get the White Knight out by May 18th of next year. How possible that is, I don't know. And I want to get Ogre's 8 out by October of next year. How possible that is, I don't know. But yeah, guys, it's just gonna be loads and loads of fun. I've had so much fun writing the White Knight and all that. But my magnum opus, like the best story I will ever write, the Samurai and Gunslinger, Gunblade, David and Marie's story. Ooh! Fall of 2026. Fall of 2026. Y'all gonna go nuts. Y'all gonna go crazy once y'all read that story. Because once y'all read Gunblade, oh, I hope y'all love it. I hope y'all love it, dude. Because I have written many, many stories. None have ever been published. But I've written many, many stories. And this one I've been working on for quite some time. Gunblade, I wrote the first initial rough draft of that story. December 5th, 2019, I wrote that story. And, like, it's just been a pure blast, just evolving it throughout the years. Now, there's going to be a lot of themes here, guys, in Gunblade. There's going to be a lot of themes, a lot of good stuff. Okay, so the crux of it is this. I'll give you a tagline right quick. A samurai and gunslinger fight demons, except the demons run the criminal underworld. Now, so basically, the demons possess humans in two ways. One, they possess them the normal way, of which, in that case, they have to be exorcised. Or two, they possess dead bodies and basically become zombies. Now, so the demons possess humans in those two ways. And through this, they run the criminal underworld. Basically, drug deals, smuggling, and all that stuff, I've put a lot of research, a lot of time into this story. And, crap, my lip. Man, I gotta fix that eventually. Yeah, I'll fix it after the stream. But, yeah, The Samurai and Gunslinger is a story that I've been working on it for so long. And guys, yes, there will be certain things in the story. Like, I like this idea, right? So we have David, a samurai warrior who is basically raised to be just like his father. Now, his father was captured a long time ago by demons. And that's the reason he's been gone for most of their life. Now, the gunslinger, on the other hand, I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to spoil anything just yet. Guys, I'll tell you this much, guys. Once I have actual artwork of the characters, precisely of those two, of the samurai and gunslinger, of which will be by the end of the year, probably around Christmas time, I'll have concept art of the samurai and gunslinger. Of David and Marie, I'll have concept art probably by Christmas. So, once I have that concept art in my hand, I'll give y'all full details of what the characters are about and how they act. So just keep an eye out for that. Also, guys, make sure y'all just keep an eye out and everything here for the content and all that. And why not go check out a channel called Coffee Comics and Young Wavy? So go check out a channel called Coffee Comics and Young Wavy the artist, because both of these guys, because both of these gentlemen have inspired me to do this. Both of these gentlemen have basically shown me the way forward, even though I've never met either of these guys. They've inspired me through their content, through YouTube itself. So, go watch their content, go subscribe, go like their stuff, please. This is just so good. Like, I mean, I really do enjoy this stuff, guys. Like, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do this. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this. But I just want to create stories, man. That's all I want to do. I want to create stories here, guys. I want to create manga in particular. Like, I want to write comic books, but I want to do manga as well. I want to create comic books, but I want to create manga mainly because I prefer the way manga is packaged over the way comic books are, because I think you are getting more bang for your buck with manga. It's 180 or 200 plus pages. Plus, plus the paper is super cheap. It's super good. And it's just overall better in my opinion. Plus, it's in black and white, of which, yes, the appeal of comic books is good. But, I mean, with manga, I feel you're getting more bang for your buck. Because a floppy comic book, or floppies, are, yes, in full color, and the art is phenomenal. But they're like 20... but they're like what? 25 plus dollars for a single comic book? I mean, that's insane. And a standard manga volume is $10. You're getting more bang for your buck with manga. Plus, here with comic books, you have no idea where to begin. With manga, you do volume 1. You start here with volume 1 and just go from there. And that's how it'll be here with my stories. Volume 1 and then onward, So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys, Even though we're only 38 minutes into this, and I'm gonna keep going. I'll hit the hour mark. But yeah, I mean, so with that said, guys, it seems like you were getting more value out of manga than comic books. Now, one thing I will say is comic books is a very, very good investment. Like, if you have, super rare comic books, let's say if you've got, this is an extremely rare comic book, and some of y'all might actually have it, but I doubt it. Amazing Fantasy #1. The first issue of Spidey. That is an extremely rare comic book. And it goes for gangbusters. So that's yeah, that's extremely rare, and you can resell these books if require a lot of money. So comic books are overall good investment. So yeah, I mean, it's all well and good, it's all well and good. But yeah, I mean, like I I don't know what to say, dude. Like, I love these stories, man. I love these stories, and they're just so good, dude. Like, especially Gunblade, especially the Samurai and Gunslinger, because I've got so much planned for that. And guys, that is 14 books, mind you. That's 14 books I'm planning on doing here with Gunblade, and it's just been loads and loads and loads of fun. Also, guys, let me just go back to the Dragon King just right quickly, and the broader world of Avaloria in general. So, yeah, more songs of Avaloria are coming, but in the meantime, you will be getting a song every Monday if from now on. So just keep an eye out for that. Also, I'm stupidly excited for Sonic 3, of which the trailer dropped yesterday, which, like I said, I'm just so excited to watch. I love Sonic. And yeah, guys, there's just a lot coming to this channel. Plus, I'm starting another channel here soon, probably here within the coming months, the William Alighieri channel, of which William Alighieri, it'll be my pen name. It'll be his name of which I publish all my work through. Like, let's say I publish The White Knight, right? It'll say written by, created and written by William. It'll say written and created by William Alighieri, drawn by insert name here, edited by insert name here. Because I haven't found those guys yet. I haven't found an artist or a editor yet. Although I will, guys. It just takes a long time. It is a process. Plus, I've got other stuff to deal with too. Like, I gotta keep up with these streams at night. I just gotta keep on doing them and all that. Of which, these are mad fun, guys. I love doing these. I love talking to y'all. Even if my speech impediment does get in the way a little bit, I mean, it's still fun just talking to y'all and just seeing what y'all think about all this. I mean, like, it's mad to me that, I mean, I went from 145 subs to 153 subs, guys, and I could not thank y'all enough. Thank you so much. And I love all you guys deeply. I mean, I thank you guys and I love you guys, because hey, without y'all, none of this would be possible. And I'm just here to talk about what I like and all that, and my dreams and aspirations and all. Like, it's all good, man. It's very, very good, and I like it. What can I say? But yeah, so the question is now, what do we do with the remaining 16 minutes? What do we do with the remaining 16 minutes? I mean, I could go more into Gunblade, but I don't want to because I don't want to spoil anything or give anything away. But guys, I will tell y'all this. As well, or along with the White Knight and Ogre's 8, that'll be releasing next year, of which The White Knight is basically my attempt at your stereotypical standard superhero slash vigilante story. And Ogre's 8 is basically like the Sleeping Beauty story. It's your stereotypical fairy tale story. A man has to go save his wife from the final 8 ogres. He's slain every single one of them except the final 8. Hence the name. So yeah. So just keep an eye out for those two stories, as well as the Samurai and Gunslinger, of which will come fall of 2026. Probably in September, October, or November of 2026. The Samurai and Gunslinger will come. I promise y'all that. And then the Dragon King will come probably sometime 2027, 2028. I mean, I still gotta write out a proper timeline for all the books I'm planning on doing. At least for okay, I have a general idea of when I wanna release The White Knight and Ogre's 8. I wanna release The White Knight probably by May of next year. I would say May 18th, but that may have to be pushed back a bit. Same here with Ogre's 8, because I want to release that story in October of next year. But that might have to be pushed back as well. I don't know yet. But yeah. I mean all this stuff is very, very exciting, and I really do like it a lot. This writing journey has been truly amazing, it's just been a lot of work and all that. So yeah, I truly do love it, especially the Samurai and Gunslinger, because there's just so much I've got planned for you guys. Plus, like I said, I'm a huge comic book fan. So if any of y'all are comic book fans or manga fans and would like me to review anything on the channel, I'll do my best. I've already told y'all that I would get Saturday AMs of mangas of Apple Black, off 4 volumes, and review them. If for y'all, I will do that in time. Like I've been saying this entire stream, everything just takes time. Everything just takes time, a little bit of patience, and a lot of effort. So yeah, I'll get that done for you guys. And then if there's anything else y'all want me to do, just ask. As far as writing and just giving stuff away about any of the stories I'm working on, because I do have a few short stories in mind, a few throwaway stories. Now, another thing I've wanted to do for the longest time is a horror collection. A collection of stories. Hang on, I think I have it right here. Just give me a second, guys. Just give me a sec. I think I have it right here. So, let me see if y'all can actually see that. This is Edgar Allan Poe's A Collection of Stories. Now, in here, there's one particular book I wanna point out here. Classic Tales of Horror. Now, hopefully I can do this here without falling out, but I mean, like, that is just golden. Like the Classic Tales of Horror with H.P. or not here with Lovecraft, but here with Edgar Allan Poe. I find his stories very, very intriguing and very, very interesting, especially Telltale Heart, Mask of the Red Death, Pen and the Pendulum, and The Cask of Amontillado. Like, I love all of those stories, especially Telltale Heart, because it's so well done. It is so freaking scary. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's so good. Now, we get back to H.P. Lovecraft and the Cthulhu mythos. Oh boy. Oh boy, that is scary. Hey, the Cthulhu mythos is some of the most scariest stuff I've ever read. And it's just amazing, you know. It is just amazing. I love Lovecraft and I love Edgar Allan Poe. Now, these two authors are probably the most well-known horror authors of their time. Plus, do not quote me on this, please. I could be wrong about this. In fact, I probably am. I think Edgar Allan Poe invented the mystery slash, like, detective stories. I could be wrong about that, and I probably am. But in fact, I'll double check and I'll tell y'all tomorrow, alright? Don't shoot me. I'm just the messenger. So yeah, guys, it's just fun, you know. But yeah, guys, I mean, I've got a lot of stuff planned. Plus, I mean, it's just so much. There's just so much in here. Got so much in here. I've got so much knowledge in here. I want to get out to you guys, and I've gotten some of it out. We've only we've only scratched we've only scratched the surface, guys. We've only scratched the surface, and we've only hit the tip of the iceberg. Because I've got so much to tell y'all, and I love it. I truly do. Now, hey, the White Knight, I've got the writing pretty much done. All I gotta do is lay it out panel by panel and actually describe what's going on. And then I'll get that done. And then I have to reach out to some artists or editors and all that. And that'll be fun. And then I've got to and then I've got to get August 8 done, of which will be a simpler story than Hey the White Knight. Hey, believe it or not, it'll be a simpler story despite it being the exact same length. One chapter, 20 pages, 4 to 6 panels per page. That's it. At least for the first two. And then Gunblade Volume 1 with the body hopping demons. That'll come in fall of 2026. Probably November of 2026, I'd imagine. So, yeah, that's all well and good. Man, I'm just excited, dude. I've got so much excitement and just energy that everything is going to be alright. I mean, these stories are going to be so good. And just like so, well, oh, okay, I'm not going to say all of them are going to be good here because I know that, okay, I know Gunblade for a fact. I have full faith. I have full faith in the Samurai and Gunslinger and the Dragon King. But the White Knight and August 8 probably won't do that well. I'd be lucky if it sold at I'd be lucky if both of those stories sold at least 100 copies. But I don't know. I don't know. We will we, we will see, guys. We will see. Also, guys, I know, I know. This one's also been chaotic, hey, but they usually are. No one listens anyway. That's fine. Um, yeah, but I don't know, man. I just really, really appreciate all of you if you're listening to me talk and ramble on about the stuff I love, about the stuff I'm working on, and about the future. Most importantly, y'all listen to some stuttering Southern fool, and I love it. I truly do. I mean, it's just fascinating to me that y'all would actually take the time to do it. But I appreciate all of you guys. I truly do. And yeah, but guys, I mean, plus like with you see, I'm because you see, there is no plan here when I do these. These are just my raw, unfiltered thoughts here for the most part. But I truly do. I truly do love doing these, and it's so good because I can actually talk to y'all, and I can actually like practice speaking better and not stutter as much. At least I'm trying. But yeah, guys, I mean, there's a lot here to go through, especially here with the world of Avaloria, and especially here with Gunblade, because that is a 14 book series. That is 14 manga volumes, or at least I'm hoping it will be. Now, I'm not sure how I would go about publishing these stories though. I do know that that there are a few publishers out there that I would like to get into, not Marvel and DC, because they're more aimed towards a traditional comic books, and I want to do manga and all that stuff. I mean, there's a few underground companies, like I said. Hey, with Saturday AM, I could go through those guys here to publish my work, but the chances of that happening are very, very slim. Could go through Dark Horse, hey, but then I wouldn't own the IP. I wouldn't own Hidden Stories anymore. I could go through this new publisher that's up and coming called On Solo Go. And if y'all want more information about that company, go check out Coffee Comics. I mentioned him earlier, a bit ago, I think. Go check out Coffee Comics if y'all want to know more about On Solo Go and what they're doing. It's just amazing to me. Or I could always just go the route of self-publishing, of which I think I will for two stories in particular. For the Dragon King trilogy and Gunblade, I think I'll just self-publish those because I don't want to sell particularly those two stories to anyone. I do not want to sell the Dragon King trilogy or Gunblade to anyone. I want to own the rights to that, and I'll have to get the copyright for it eventually when eventually when it is out and when I do have the writing done and I do have it in a manga format here with an artist and a editor and all that. So yeah, I mean, it's just it's hard. It's very, very hard to do this, guys. Like, it's very, very hard to do this. If anyone says writing is easy, it is not. You haven't actually tried writing if you think it's easy. Be- it because creating stories is a difficult task. Like, hey, with the Samurai and Gunslinger, I've put like 3 to 5 years into this story, and it's kept evolving and twists and turns and all that. Like, I'm just super, super psyched for y'all to read it. Same here with the Dragon King. Same here with Aiden and Drayla's story, of which Aiden is the Dragon King's son. Remember that. Remember that, guys. Aiden is the Dragon King's son. He's the Dragon King. The trilogy of the Dragon King is the story of Aiden, the Dragon King's son, and Drayla, the last dragon in all of Avaloria. But the Dragon King trilogy is just a gateway, is just the opening to my broader world of Avaloria. So just keep an eye out for that, and that'll be lots and lots of fun. That'll be loads and loads of fun, guys, I promise. Plus, at some point in my lifetime, I have to write a sci-fi story. I have to write a sci-fi story eventually, or a sci-fi manga or a sci-fi comic eventually for my mom, because she loves sci-fi, and I just would like to do that for her eventually. Well, once again, guys, I apologize for the speech impediment. There's nothing I can do about it, though, so y'all just gonna have to rock with me through it, alright? Y'all just gonna have to rock with me through it. Through it all. Anyways, guys, I thank y'all for watching. So, thank you guys for watching. For those of you that tuned in live, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Turn on all post notifications. And so that way y'all will never miss another video. And with that, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. And with that, I'm outie. I love you.